that's supposed to be a heart, but it's not a very good one. Today I just wanted to share a few tips that I've picked up from the few years that I've been doing nails and nail art, and some of the products that I would say are a definite or alternatives that I found which are a lot cheaper and work just as well. So to start with, protecting your table. Now we've all seen people use these table mats. They have like a type of waterproof, it's not waterproof, water resistant background, so they protect your desk or wherever it is that you're working. You can buy these from branded companies or you can buy them from Amazon. I get mine from Temu or Shein. You get them in a packet, you can get them in a pack of 20, 50, and they're a matter of a few pound. So yeah, that one's probably one of my start off points. To do nail art, you're going to need nail wipes. These I have found are the best. Well, I personally think they're kind of like waxing strips. They don't leave much lint on the nail, and they're really good to give a nice scrub, and because they're quite stiff as well, so you can use them for cleaning up. I get a pack of these and they last me for ages. If it says how many's in there. Again, these are Shein or Temu, and a matter of a couple of quid, but I'd recommend those over these types. They're a lot tissuey. When you start rubbing, they break to pieces, they leave bits on the nail. Okay, and orange sticks, great for clean up. You can use them for art, for if you're doing 3D gel, you can use them. So many uses, so I'd recommend getting those. Again, Temu, Shein, buttons don't cost a lot at all. Other tools, you may think that you need everything that you see. You really don't. Dotting tools, oh goodness me, had these a while. I bought these off Amazon. These are, they came in a set, Savvyland, but you can get, it doesn't matter whether they're branded or not, they're all just little metal, and oops, in different sizes. Temu, Shein. It's a bit of a gamble when it comes to nail art, because everyone's like using all of these fantastic branded things, and you think that that's what you need to perform amazing nail art. Get yourself an ombre brush. It gets used for ombre, but it also gets used for application of glitter, all sorts of things. Again, I got this in a set off Amazon, but to be honest with you, there's so many other brushes out there. Again, Temu, Shein, that it literally costs you hardly anything, and it's a handy little tool. When it comes to the part of nail art, when I first started, I bought a huge set, all these different brushes. Never used hardly any of them. I have 4 liners. There's 9, 13, 17 and 20 liner brushes. They're the only ones that I use. These ones are brilliant for me. I've had ones from, again, Temu, Shein, Amazon. They've all been fine. Mine do get used a lot. So I wouldn't recommend buying a big set. Just find just a few. So you don't need anything extravagant. just the essentials. Then I have, these are just random ones. You can see these are my cleanup brushes. So I've got this round one that I got from Shein. I use that for cleaning up when I'm doing Frenches. A little bit of acetone on there and you can tidy up the French. This one's great for tidying up against straight lines. It's quite a flat brush. And this one's just like a little round one for whichever. Other tools, these, I think if I'd have got these first, keep going off shot, I probably wouldn't have bought so many brushes because these are really good for clean up. Obviously after you've done the cleanup, they're easy to clean. You've got the point, you've got the flat end, that one's got a point and then that one's got a different flat end. So the multiple use. I sometimes use them to spread rhinestone glue out or things like that. I use that flat end for applying foils. So yeah, you don't need many of these unless you're getting into the 3D gel to sculpt little flowers and things. There are like little sets of smaller ones. But yeah, so they're a good buy. Silicone tools, and again, Temu, Shein, don't cost loads of money. Glitters, they're dead cheap to buy. You're going to want to buy every single colour to do nail art, and you're hardly ever going to use them. I have got a drawer full of these pots, all different colours, and I've had them since I very first started, and I've been doing it a few years now, and I haven't even touched half of them. So, or if you do, just literally get a few. You're not going to need every single colour like I thought I was going to. Things that you can use to clean up your art. Now I use acetone. Oh, here we go again. Acetone. I buy it in a big bottle. I'm a nail tech as well, so I do soak offs and stuff, so that's why I buy so much of it. And I just decant it into a little, which is easy to press down on my pads when I need it. I also use this nail prep and wipe. I got this 500ml bottle. I think it was about $6.99 off Amazon. It's basically IPA, isopropanol alcohol, mixed with water and whatever it is that makes it go blue. And then I just put it into a separate bottle. If I would say I'm not going to be buying prep and wipe, I'm just going to be getting, you can buy 99% IPA, and I'm just going to use straight alcohol for cleaning. It's good for sanitising and cleansing when it comes to nail art. But you can, I just wanted to show you some variations, because this one was, like I say, it was like $6.99, something like that, 500ml. But then you get the brands. Now this one is sanitizer by the same brand as this one, which is cleanser solution. So they're saying that you need this to take off the tacky layer, and this is to sanitize the nail plate. The only difference between the ingredients is the colorant that it has in there. Other than that, it's just IPA and water. These are both 250ml, and if I remember right, just one of those cost a few quid more than the 500ml of that one. Now basically this one is IPA, water and a colorant. Different colorants, but still IPA and water. A lot more money to buy. You can get some of this. You can just use normal IPA, or I mean, even when it comes to these, the prep and wipes, I've seen some of them and it's like 100ml bottle and they're about £15, but it's exactly the same. So, you know, I know some people like to stay loyal to their brands, but just look at the ingredients and make your own judgment there. Okay, so my favourite bit. Rhinestone glues. McCart. 100% hands down recommend the rhinestone glue. This one is thicker. So I use this one for the bigger gems. And then this one, it come in a pack of 2. I think that one's like £7 or something like that. And it lasts for ages, honestly. This comes in a pack of 2. And I think this was about £7 for the 2 of them. And this one's a bit thinner, so I use it for the smaller rhinestones. So you've got your little, let's see that. It's like a little needle to squeeze the glue out of. Oh, but you also have the bit where you can take it off and it comes in a little brush. But as you can see, that one's a lot runnier. But I swear by this. The rhinestones are really strong when you use that. You might have seen a lot of people going on about blooming gels. Born Pretty, I got it from Amazon. It was about a £5, if that. Works amazing. You don't need all these big fancy brand names. If you can't even afford to use this, you can use just normal base coat to do the blooming effect. Foil gel, McCart again. I used to really struggle with my foils, and then I seen a video of a girl who said, apply it to the nail, cure it, leave it. Don't put the foil on, go make yourself a cup of tea, give it 5 minutes and then put it on. So I'm going to show you, and this is where it doesn't work, isn't it? So this foil gel, it's a 60-second cure. And so when you're putting it on, keep it nice and smooth, not too thick because it will wrinkle. Make sure everywhere's covered. Okay, and then I'm just going to give it a few seconds. Giving it a few seconds lets it go smooth and level itself out. And then I'm going to give that a cure while we carry on with the rest. Okay, so yeah, McCart gel. I got this with, I think it came in one of these. I think it might have possibly been these foils. But I've got foils. I've got these ones. These are from Temu. These are Amazon. More Temu. And Temu Shein. Now I thought it was me or my foils. It depends on where you get your foils from. It doesn't. It depends on the gluing your technique. So apply, cure, and then leave it to go cold. So we'll get back to those in a moment. One essential thing I will say when you're doing nail art, matte top coat. There you go, that's come out, it's cured. I'm just going to leave it to sit there and go cold. Matte top coat. I think matte top coat makes nail art pop. But it also is good for doing nail art on top of. Because the gel sort of sticks to it in a different way. If you do stamping, matte top coat will look amazing. So yeah, definitely matte top coat. It's good as well if you need to seal in between layers. Depends on what sort of effects and things you want, but definitely with nail art, I think matte top coat is possibly like a really big essential. Even if you don't in the end want a matte finish, a nice matte top coat will definitely help in the art process. That's still going cold. Liner gels, well, painting gels. I've searched high and low for, I want a really, really nice set of painting gels and all the different colours. But at the end of the day, when I'm doing art, I use the gel polish. So the colours are exactly the same. The polishes that I use are nice and creamy. They're really good for nail art. On the odd occasion that I do need a different colour, I use these, to be honest. It's Beetles liner gels. So they come like that. They are 5mm, which is probably the same, yeah, as what you get in these tubs anyway. Just that they've got the little liner brush inside. And me personally, I don't use the liner that's in there. I decant it onto my nail palette, and then I use my other brushes. This, it's just a sheet of acrylic, I think. I got that from Primark for a couple of quid, and it came with a little liner brush as well, and I don't know what I've done with it, but the brush was actually really good. And I have this as well. I got this from possibly Shein. It's a nail art palette, so you can put your gel on there, but it's like a little notepad. So instead of having to clean, you just pick it up and throw it away, rip it off. There you go. I think these cost, it wasn't a lot, but it come with, so you've got like the neons, pastels, and your white and black. So, and they're easier to store. But if you want, everyone's obviously as well going for mad for chrome. And these I found, this is Nails by Cody. It's the gold metallic paint instead of actually doing chrome. These are unreal. And then for the silver, this one's Born Pretty, and it's amazing. And these aren't expensive either. These are about 6 quid, something like that. And then another Born Pretty one. This is the Super Laser. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. I'm going to end up with it everywhere now. You can see that one. So I very rarely use my chrome powders because I just paint with those. Isolated chrome isn't an easy thing to do. I do have all the different colour chromes, but I got them from Shein. And, you know, there's so, like I say, there are so many big brand nail companies and everyone's so loyal to them that they buy the stuff from them, when there are other things out there which are exactly the same. Like the table mats. I've seen one company, it's like a pack of 20 and they're like £15, but you can get a pack of 20 for £2, something off Shein. So use your nugget. Okay, so this has probably gone cold by now. So let's get one of these out. I'm trying to, when you open it, they all bloody pop out. Okay. I'll probably cut that too skinny now. So that's been set out, hasn't it? Stick it down. Smooth it out. There's the other one. There we go. Oh, it doesn't quite meet the edge, but you'll see when we... It's not like anyone's wearing it, is it? So there's so many things that I've picked up along the way. When I first started, I seen people doing foils and I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. And tried it, followed the instructions that were on with the foil glue and everything. Could not get it to work. But I suppose that's what the internet is for. And there's always somebody that's tried a new technique and found a way to make things work, and they spread on the happiness. So that's what I'm doing here today. I've spent an absolute fortune on nail art products, and if I knew what I knew now about most of them, I would have saved probably thousands. Because it's a curved nail, so when you get to a certain point and you can flatten it down, and then there you go. How much better that was. You see, what I think it is, when it comes out the lamp, it's still warm. So when you're shoving the foil straight on, it goes all tacky, and that's when it doesn't work. God, did I miss that side now? Let's fill it in. If I can get it stuck on. Yeah. So I am now in love with foils. And I've also, the reason why I bought that Macart glue is because I've seen so many people recommend it. But it's worked perfectly for me, and it didn't cost a lot of money, so I'm definitely recommending it 100%. There we go. So Macart art foil glue it's called. Excuse me. And like I say, Amazon, and I'm sure it came with, I think you can buy like a pack of 2, or you come with one glue and 1 pack of foils, and it doesn't cost a lot. That was my bed, by the way. Along with the rhinestone glue, you see a lot of people that are doing listen to it, that are doing other art, and this is it's Born Pretty 5-in-1 glue gel, no white top coat. So you can use this for sticking on gems. You could do chrome, you can do other sort of patterns, and it's no wipe as well. That was, to be honest, I think I even got that from Temu, and that's Born Pretty as well. Another recommendation. 3D gels. I got this from Temu, and it's one of those gels that I use for 3D flowers and art on the nail that you can mould, and I find it absolutely brilliant. I just use the silicone tools to mould it into whatever shape I want. You can roll it in your hands, wear gloves. Always wear gloves when doing nails. Because that one's clear, you can paint it. Then, where are we? Then I have these 3D gels. Again, I think these came as a set of 4. Cost me about £2 something. And they're 3D gels. They're exactly the same, they're non-stick, so you can roll them in your hands and mould them. But these have got like a shimmer to them. They came as the set. Absolutely gorgeous. So when it comes to nail art stuff, I think what I'm saying is Temu and Shein will be your best friends. Don't necessarily then this is another one that I've got, and that one's just pink. Don't necessarily think that you need everything, because you don't. I have a ridiculous amount of gems, sequins, everything, and I buy like big packs of these. Okay, I get them from Shein, like in the past, but half the time you can't find the colours that you need. So, oh, where did it go? Oh, it's down here. I buy these silicone moulds. I either use this or I use gel polish, and then I can just cure them in the lamp, stick them to the nail, can make them the colour that I want, the colour that I'm painting the person's nail, so they match exactly. There's just so many different options, but start with the basics. And if you're not that confident with nail art, stickers are your best friend. All of my stickers come from Temu or Shein. They're always pennies, but some of the details on them you can make amazing sets with. And why not? You know, nail art in its own form, this is still nail art. I've just been looking on Amazon myself for some new nail stickers. And there's some there. See, I bought them ages ago and I haven't even used them. But and the bundles were like, say like these ones. These came in a pack together, just the two. And on Amazon they're like £3.99. I paid 80p from Temu. So head over to Temu, get yourself some lint-free wipes, silicone tools, orange sticks, forgotten everything now. You can get them a cart rhinestone glue from there. Born Prettier on there, so you can get this, the liner gels. I'm not too sure, I haven't seen this. Possibly that, but if not, it's cheap on Amazon. The 3D gels, if that's the sort of thing that you want. And even down to the nail stands. Because I make press-ons, I use the nail stands, and I found this one to be good when I'm doing other types of nail art. I use the Kirsty Meakin one because it's goddamn cute. But yeah, but this is the one where I'm like mass producing stuff. But my Kirsty Meakin ones for the really pretty display ones. And don't forget your table mats. Don't get suckered into brand names. Most of the time, the stuff that's on Temu and Shein, like brushes and things like that, or even foils, anything, come from the same place. It's just the brands put their name on it and stick about £100 cost on there. So definitely shop around. I'm gonna do I don't know, but if there's anything that anybody else wants to ask, like I say, I've been doing nail art for a few years now, and I have 100% picked up a few tips and tricks. This wasn't exactly like a scripted video, so I'm just waffling. There's probably so much more that I could have told you. But any questions, let me know. I'm just going to matte top coat that because it looks really pretty. And what else was I going to say? Gems, crystals. So these, I always get mine from Temu Shein. They have them in all different colours. They come in these little tubs. I think they were about like £2 each. You get loads in there, so you get like some of them you'll get the shapes, and then you get the smaller ones. Why not, you know? I got gold leaf, rose gold and silver in these tubs, a couple of quid. Will last forever. Honestly, they'll last so much. Flowers. Dried flowers for nail art, things like that. Just head over to Temu Shein. If you haven't got the app, download it. You'll get a voucher. It got like a bundle of £90 or something like that. And like I've said on previous videos, my first order was free, and I got myself an e-file and things like that on there. So but yeah, hope you find this useful. And like I say, anything, if you need any links to anything, I can gladly try and find them for you. And any questions or anything like that, just let me know. And thanks for watching, and love you loads. Bye bye.